Hi, I'm Jesse Hilbert.
Hi, I'm Charlie Hubbard.
And welcome
to Arnavon
Adventures.
Adventure. Season 4, Episode 12, The Colorful Crustacean.
Good. Today's arthropod can be found at the base of a coral reef in Sandiest Shore. It is renowned not only for its color, but also for its sight. All right, Jude, now I want you to say, guess what it is. You gotta be loud. Can you guess what it is?
Can you guess what it is? Can you guess what it is?
Today's episode brings us to the world of the peacock mantis shrimp, and we're joined today by a special guest. What's your name? What's your name?
Peacock.
No, your name's not Peacock. What's your name?
Peacock.
All right, Charlie, you want to tell them who it is?
This is Jude. It's my brother.
How old is Jude?
2 years old.
2 years old. So this episode, you can already see, might be a little silly. Now, this episode is dedicated to their aunt, my sister, Auntie Keen.
Yep.
So we hope you enjoy today's episode. We love getting requests for anything, so if there's an arthropod you would love to hear about, please let us know. So the scientific name for this shrimp, we'll call it, is crustacean, because it's not a shrimp per se, or a peacock per se, is Odontodactylus. Odontodactylus. Do you want to try that? Try it. Say it.
Omidactylus.
There you go. Good job. Silaris. Try it. Silaris. Good job. Now the genus is made up of two words, which comes from the Greek odonto, meaning teeth, or having to do with teeth, and yeah, or dactylus, referring to the word finger. Yeah, meaning finger. So the genus literally translates to tooth finger. Yeah. Now the species name, Silaris, comes from the Greek, and keep popping up, and translates to hermit crab. So the name literally means tooth finger hermit crab.
Keen's gonna love this one.
Yeah, that's a name, right? All right, Trey, you want to try?
You will find the creature along the warm
waters
of the Indian and
Pacific
points in
Ocean.
It can be found in its
burrows
along sand flat and coral reef. You can find them in deep of 100 to 100 feet
or so. Good. Now, you're probably thinking the common name has the word peacock in it, so this crustacean must have some colors to it. I don't know why that sound keeps popping up, but you would be correct. This is a bright and colorful name, probably where it gets its common name from. Now, I would say that if you've never seen one for some strange reason, we've never heard of one, its body kind of resembles that of a lobster in kind of detailedness. They reach a pretty good size, upwards of 7 inches in length. The part of the mantis shrimp, the front part, is typically called the carapace, which is the hard protective covering. I don't know why that keeps dinging. We had problems with this computer. Now it's just dinging. And it covers the front part because it has a soft, squishy inside. Now the back, Jude, is called the abdomen. You say abdomen? Abdomen, right? And this part is the flexible part, like you would find on like a shrimp or a lobster. Peacock. Say, I'm a peacock and I'm proud, baby. Yeah. Now, the Animal Diversity web article that we use for this, and we use their stuff all the time, does a fantastic job. It does. It does a one. I always say this, but there's always different authors, but always fantastic work. And this author is Frankie Chu. Again, I apologize for possibly butchering your name. And the words are, and I quote, "They are very brightly colored with a base body color of olive or green, brightly colored orange antenna scales, red raptorial appendages, used for smashing prey,
Yep.
red setae on their uropods, and leopard-like spots covering the lateral sides of their lower carapace, that part we just talked about. Their compound eyes are blue in color. Body coloration is sexually dimorphic, with males being more brightly colored. End quote. Honestly, it's like they didn't know what color to be, so they just splattered it Jackson Pollock style on the canvas. You want to go?
Yeah. Let's start from the front and work our way down now. Probably the most
Famous
part of this
mantis.
Why did I say that?
That's okay.
Queen of the crest. Mantle shrimp.
Mantis.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay.
Mantis shrimp. And for good reasons, it's the
second pair of legs. So it's not the first set of legs, it's a second part. And we call these the raptorial appendages. We just quoted it earlier. Now, this specific appendage is made up of 4 main parts. And there's a great diagram you'll find in the show notes from the Backyard Brain article and the author Caitlin Clayton. Now, Clayton says it best, and I want to use their words, and I quote, "The raps are 4 parts fingers composed of the meris, the femur, the carpus, think the carpal bones in your hand, the propus, which is like the tibia, and finally the dactyl." End quote. Now, the muscles inside this appendage are excellent at storing energy, kind of like when you would pull a bow, like a bow and arrow, before firing an arrow.
You said that once in the backyard.
Yeah, we should do that one time. So inside the meris, I apologize for all of our listeners. That's going to be annoying. We got to figure that out for next one. So inside the meris are extensors and flexor muscles that aid in the power amplification.
Imagine it keeps doing it for Auntie Keen.
Oh, yeah. What's up, Jude? Jude's going to dress up as a pirate?
With a
pirate firefighter. Excellent. I hope you're enjoying this, listeners. So this power amplification, think about this extensor and flexor like pulling the string back on the bow. So picture like a spring. So the spring is compressed down with a latch holding the spring down.
With a rock on top of it.
Sure, like a paper, but if you folded the paper like an accordion.
Oh, Jude.
So the latch keeps the spring compressed and holding all this energy. And this extensor muscle, this is the spring with a comparison wise. And the smaller flexor muscles are the latch. And they contract or squeeze at the same time. And this is when they release. What's up, Jude? So a great article from the American Science by S.N. Patak states, and I quote, "The system is primed to strike as soon as the flexor muscle, the latch muscle, relaxes or releases the latch, and permits the stored elastic energy to release over extremely short periods of time to push the hammer forward with extreme power output." End quote. This action, Charlie, produces an action so fast that you can't see it. It's crazy. You can't see it in real time.
It's like a rocket ship shooting up.
Even faster. Well, I shouldn't say that. But it's faster than a speeding bullet. We'll talk about that.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Now,
faster than a shooting star?
Probably not. Now, some articles have stated that it's 50 times faster than the blink of an eye. Yeah. Others have said up to 100 times faster. The same article I just quoted said it happens at 31 meters per second.
I can't make my eye that.
Yeah, you can't.
Just go like this.
Yeah. Now, that's about as fast as a car driving on the highway. Any way you want to put it, Charlie, this thing is
speed limit.
Yeah, this thing is faster than you can think. Now, another one of their more prominent features are their antennal scales. These are large. Oh, you want to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
These are large tear-shaped scales that have fine
hair-like structures.
And
them
called
setae.
Pieces.
Setae. There's little tiny hairs. And they are used to reflect polarized light, which may be used in communication with other mantis shrimp, although what I read, it's kind of up in the air.
Look.
Now, this is a great sensory tool used by this crustacean. Their eyes are also often talked about. Now, Charlie, as a human, you have 3 photoreceptors to see red, green, and blue. This helps you see everything. This one doesn't have the head, thorax, abdomen because it's a crustacean. Now, the mantis shrimp has 16 photoreceptors. Which one's more? Good, I thought you were going to say 3. Now, this allows them to not only see the visible lights that we see, but also UV and polarized lights, something that humans cannot do without some external aid of some kind, like glasses or crazy machines. Now, their eyes are up on stalks, which also helps them see around them in all directions. The next set of legs after the raptorial appendages we talked about are called the maximillipeds, and these are often the ones that peacock mantis shrimps uses to walk around on its sandy bottom floor. And this next set, you want to try this word?
Plexid.
Close. Pteriopods. Try it.
Pteriopods.
Good. And can also be used for walking, but also aid in shoveling food towards their mouth. The pleopods are what the mantis shrimp uses to swim when it needs to do so. And all the way at the back, you have the uropods and the telson, which help with the movement when needed, but also make up another point of communication, as the uropods have that same polarizing effect and CT that the antennal scales do. All of the mating and rearing of young occur in the burrow the shrimp live in. Something we don't see on the podcast very often are monogamous arthropods, but it appears that maybe the peacock mantis shrimp is one of these creatures, although that appears I saw shaky in some aspects. Now, the males will release his genetic material, and the female will hold on to it, and it will get the chance to fertilize her eggs. Why are you looking like that?
I don't know, it's just so weird.
Yeah, it's weird. Now, once the eggs are out and fertilized, they will clump together in masses, which the female does with a special adhesive, kind of like glue, Char, that she creates. She will hold on to this mass of eggs and care for them in her burrow, cleaning them and flushing water over them. And in the true feat of motherhood, Charlie, she does not eat during this time. All of her time and energy are devoted to her children. This is an excellent example of who runs the world?
Girls.
Who runs the world?
Girls.
It's also another great example of your mama, because she is strong and powerful and donates everything she has to take care of our family. Now, this is a unique crustacean whose name is very misleading, because it's not a mantis, which is an insect, and it's not a shrimp, which is a crustacean, but it doesn't belong to either of these. But it probably gets the common name because it has those raptorial appendages like a mantis and a shrimp-esque type body. So I get where the common names come from.
So the next time you find
yourself, scuba Ruben, diving
near a coral reef, keep your eyes
peeled
for small
sandy burrows. Good, because this is one. I mean, you could also keep these in aquariums, and maybe some of you have pet mantis shrimp. But if you do, let us know. Send us a picture. We'd love to see it. And yeah, go ahead, Char. Jude, do you want to say anything else before we sign off? Okay, come here.
What do you need to say?
What do you want to say? Here, come here. What do you want to say? Octus? Okay, good job. Anything else? Sure. Excellent. You want to say thanks for listening? Go ahead.
I love you, Tiki.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode, right, Charlie?
Yeah.
If you have an arthropod you would love to hear about, want to tell us what you think about the show, or found one of our mistakes, send us an email at arthropodadventurespodcast@gmail.com. And you can find us on Instagram at arthropodadventures_podcast and follow us there. And thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. Never stop learning. Show your show notes and never stop learning.
Stay inquisitive.
And never stop learning.
And always check out the show notes. You're right.